Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, there's a few things I want to look at. I want to go through Morael, I still don't know how to say her name, a little bit more because I was wrong in my previous video, so I want to clarify something. Thank you to the hundreds of people in the comments who let me know how dumb I was. I appreciate it. But we also have the new artifact, and I'll talk about some synergies I kind of think it may have with the artifact that seem like okay, and then also we do have some frames and stuff to look at that were data mined by, I'm pretty sure it was Hashimaru, so let's get into it. First thing to the stream, guys, unfortunately no stream today. My daughter has got an eye infection of all things, so the missus was going to be taking the kids out this morning, so now she's just going to take the son and I'm going to go look after the daughter. She's fine, we went to the doc, got some drops, all that stuff, but she's just ain't allowed to go anywhere, so I got to stay at home with her. So unfortunately no stream. But the first thing I want to look at here, is the artifact, because it made me think of a hero that's long forgotten. So let's go ahead and check out this new warrior artifact, the Pauldron of Burning Fury. Now, I suck at reading this. This is take 3 at trying to read this thing, so if I stuff up, I do apologize. After being dealt damage by an enemy, the wielder immediately deals damage to the attacker that has a value equal to 8% of the health already lost by the wielder. The effect can only be triggered up to 1 time every 5 seconds. It goes up to 12%, and it can be done every 3 seconds. To me, the first thing, and it's like a warrior one, so you're like, yeah, but the warriors, like, you know, yes, they lose health, but if they're losing health, they're dead. So my thing is Cirrus, the long forgotten Cirrus. So if we go ahead and check him out, the guy whose primary role is a tank, but he's a warrior. See, primary role, tank, class, warrior. So him being a warrior never made sense to me because he's got this signature item. He's a tanky dude. Does have some CC and stuff like that. So at the beginning of battles, Cyrus will cause his own max health to increase by 40%. However, his current health after the increase will not be at maximum unless restored. And this goes up to the value of Cirrus max health is increased by 100%. So I think this artifact is like a nice, it's not going to make him busted or anything, but he's the one that I see having the greatest synergy with it, because he starts, if you got him at 30 signature item, which I know no one does. I don't even know where Kiasma's at with him, but I'll have to check. But if you go in, so you essentially start the battle at 50% health, but that 50% health is actually your base health max. So when we look at it like this, when it says 12% of that hero's lost health so far, it's going to be 12% of Cirrus's base max health because he doubles his health effectively. So as soon as he gets attacked instantly in the game, he's going to be dealing a good chunk of damage with that passive, being 12% of, if you had a Cirrus with gear. If you had a Cirrus with gear here, let's play funds. Rip, he's got no level. But for instance, if this was Cirrus and he had gear, and you look at his health, you'll instantly be dealing 12% of whatever that number is, because Cirrus increases his max health and then starts at half health. So I think he could have some good synergies. Now, he does have the thing where he's always generating health, but you're always going to be taking damage. So I'm curious to see if Cirrus gets any play out of this, because he's the one that I most see having an effect with it. Where is he? There he is. I think he's the one that I see having the most fun with it, just off the top of my head. Let me know if you guys think of anyone else who's really gonna enjoy this, but I feel like it's meant for those tanky warriors, so have to see how it goes. I mean, he's still really tanky at low health, which gives him the higher viability of this, and he can be drawing the attacks of multiple enemies, whereas most other warriors are like, I just want to be attacking one enemy, guys, don't let anyone else attack me, and we're good. Thankfully, for this artifact's sake, we've got a tank who's actually a warrior, which, you know, might work out. So that's just my one thought. That is the artifact. I think it's a kind of cool one, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Once again, I'll check on Kiasma. If we do have a 30 signature item Cirrus, we'll definitely test it. If I don't, anyone who's got one, hit me up, DM me on Discord. Editing this in here because I forgot to do it in the actual recording. We have the frames. Now, I normally don't care about frames and don't like them. I think these frames are sick. I actually really do like these frames. I think these ones look nice. These are, I'm assuming, be the Abyssal Expedition frames for this season. And then we have this one here, which is for the new event, which is starting in a couple days on the test server. So we'll cover that when it comes. But this is that new event where you deal damage to the, I can't remember what this guy's name is. But you know, you deal damage to the old Abyssal boss, the Devourer. And I guess they're going to have a frame for a reward on damage. I mean, I ain't going to get it, but I think it looks cool still. So some pretty nice frames coming in. Anyway, let's continue. The next thing I want to go back into is I want to apologize to everyone. I want to apologize. I got this one wrong. This ability here. Everything on the battlefield does move towards it. It appears that they move a lot slower is the only thing. Like really slow. So I want to go in. I found a team. I did a bunch of retries of this to find a good display of how it functions. So let's go in here. Let me open up this, and then I'm gonna use the team was you were down here. We had Gorvo, Chicken, Sophia, Rain. Now we lose, but it does demonstrate it. So what I'm gonna do is let's just put it on 2x speed for a minute. So we're waiting for her to ult. When she ults, you'll see... See, I don't know why it dragged... Did you guys see that? It dragged Gorvo in. I don't get the Gorvo thing. Like, Gorvo just, like, shuffled across. But watch here. Watch the Antandra. See the Antandra there? She's, like, getting dragged. She's slowly getting dragged in. So it does actually drag everyone. It took me that long to get, like, a good try that actually demonstrates it. Now, I'm not sure how effective, like that slow drag doesn't seem very impactful. So I'm not sure how it's going to play out, whether that slow drag is like the Entandra, whether like she couldn't actually get in range. Like what I'm trying to say is if that drag is effectively a CC because the melee units are like trying to run to the enemy, but they can't quite get there, so they can't use their attacks, then it'll be good. But that Entandra was like a weird sort of situation. So I'm just going to do that one again, just to show you guys how it went again. But watch the strange thing here. As soon as she ults, watch the Gorvo, who'll be sitting like just in the top right side. Like Gorvo's right where he is. Watch it when she ults. Was that Gorvo walking or was he assisted by the gravity? Does it affect your allies as well? I'm not sure. But we're about to get Antandra. You can see her slowly moving. You can see she was moving and she was still attacking that Sophia though. It's this stage here where I don't even know what the Antandra was doing. She was like in no man's land and she didn't know what to do. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how that's going to function. It'll take more testing, but I do apologize for getting that wrong. A lot of people pointed out that when I said Titus wasn't moving, he was. I went into it expecting like an Iron pool type grab, you know, I was expecting like a quick suck in, but it's a very slow, gradual thing. So I'm still honestly like, and it's not a bad thing. I'm still underwhelmed by her, but it's not a bad thing because you don't want every new hero to be like completely overpowered and breaking the meta because then you just get massive power creep issues. So I'm cool with it, but it's just like when you go into a Celestial and you're like, it moves around and deals damage. It explodes and deals damage. It's like these two abilities like really don't do much. You know what I mean? They, like a lot of Celestials, Dimensionals, Hypergenes, especially even normal heroes, like there's always something like sort of spicy. I mean, Joker's ultimate's really actually lackluster, but in a description wise, but there's not too much spiciness going on in these two abilities at all. This one is nice and this one's okay, but they're both just good because of what their signature items do. So like this one, once again, you get 180 energy, is it? No, 160 energy, 180 shield, and then you get 20% attack, which isn't huge, and you also get the haste. Now, what I'd be curious to see, and this is definitely going to take testing, is because of the way that as enemies lose health, like as they lose health, it's generating. So it'd be interesting to see if you can actually get multiple charges of this, because if we go to the base level of this ability, which is she gets 10% total energy per second, so it takes 10 seconds to fully charge. But when you get this boost, whether she can actually cast this more than every 5 seconds. Like if it can actually charge super quick, like could you stack these buffs for a little period of time and then end up overlapping? I don't know. And I'm also curious to see how fast you can really stack this. I still think, I spoke to Kiasma, I just said, what do you think? He said maybe a God Comp viable thing because of the energy boost that you're getting from it to keep God Comp running. But I feel like anything's usable in God Comp. The other thing I'm thinking, like obviously you've got Chicken Ear on, like I said before, and then the Chicken Queen type thing. I'm definitely gonna play around with Chicken Queen with this because I just like that team. And we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. I still think she's cool, and I think she'll definitely be viable. Like I said, I just think she's a little bit underwhelming for what we normally see, but you know, she'll probably end up being just completely broken damage, and I'll just completely eat my words, which is fine by me. These things happen. The other thing to consider is that she's a mage, so she can get the Windbinder artifact to get to her ult quicker and get everything happening quicker as well. So that's going to be something else that we need to test. But once again, we will do that over on Kiasma. Anyway, guys, sorry about no stream, but thanks for watching anyway. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.